All right, so in this video, we're going to be talking about a very, very powerful signature and price, okay? So without wasting any time, without, chitter chatter, let's get right into it. So with USD CAD, now the date that this is on is July 10th, 2024, okay? So what we had on USD CAD on this particular day is we saw this thing come up and it took out this, if you look at my cursor right here, I want you to look right here. This came up here and it took out this higher time frame buy side where my cursor is sitting. Why is that higher time frame buy side? Because it's a swing high, highest high in the middle, lower high on the left, lower high on the right. And above swing highs, we understand is reciting buy side liquidity. And you see how this candle right here, where my cursor is moving, this green candle right here, came up and it took out the buy side liquidity above that high right there. You see that? And see how it respected it? So that is a liquidity run. That is a stop run. It ran out that liquidity, and that's very important. Now, here's what you want to see after that. After you get something like that and you see something like this, what is this? What do we call that? Well, if you understand kind of like basic candlesticks, that's what we would call an engulfing pattern, like an engulfing candle, okay? So we can see how this thing, simply engulfed that previous candle right here. Now I get it, the high, it didn't, take care of the high, but you don't need that. Like again, that's just a liquidity run. Like that wick did the damage, right? The wicks do the damage, the body tells a story. And you see how this candle right here completely engulfed that candle right there, that previous candle that took out liquidity like that. I've said it so many times. Each candle tells a story. Each candle holds information. And when I see something like this, with an engulfing candle following up a big liquidity run like that, that is extremely, in this case, extremely bearish. Reverse it for a bullish scenario, because it's the same deal for a bullish scenario. But you see how this came down and it engulfed that and it just completely disrespected this previous sell side down here. Now that's important too. That's very important too. Like you can see how we have some liquidity right here, but you see how it closed beneath it with strength, with aggression. But then look, the buy side above it though, it respected that higher time frame buy side. But then it had this strong conviction, engulfed that previous candle and just completely snapped that sell side, closed beneath it with strength, with aggression. You see what I mean? Whenever you have something like this happen, the low of that candle that was engulfed, the absolute low, because then somebody be like, what about the low, or do we go off the body? You can go off the low in this. Typically that low will be respected immensely. That is going to be your level of resistance. You get this, you want to see the strong close, and then once this opens up, you want to see it reach up into that previous low. That level, what you will find, don't take my word for it, go study it for yourself, you'll see exactly what I'm saying, is respected immensely. Now, having the draw down below, that's important too, which, on this USD CAD right here, we had these equal lows. Like we had these like really clean relative equal lows. Or not really even relative, it's just equal lows down below right here. It was a super clean level. So on this day, we were anticipating that it was going to take care of this, as I posted in my free Discord chat. And I just show this because, I'm not just going in hindsight and just, saying stuff, right? Just pulling up some random example and just talking for a YouTube video. I plugged this in my free Discord chat. You see, in my free Discord chat, there will be a link to that in the video description. I post all my plays in there. I got free educational material in there. You can connect with me more closely. And you can see on this day, again, time-stamped, full transparency, time-stamped. I plug this. I said drawing to the lows below. That's the same thing that we were just talking about. That's just a 15-minute chart because I'm kind of illustrating how it pulled up into a premium within that range. You see, and I still have that imbalance down below. I have those equal lows down below. The drawing to the lows below USD CAD. And then yes, we had the fair value gap draw as well. And I said it's a premium within this range because it's a continuation deal, you see? And then we're on a 4-hour right here, but then that was that pullback. You see what I mean? Like it comes up into that candle right there, but then you go to the 15-minute chart and you can see the pullback into a premium within that range right there. You see that? It comes up into a premium and it tests that old low, which is of course now your resistance, and you got a very clear draw down below. Look, there's your liquidity run. What that's also called what? A Judas swing. All right, that's a ICT Judas swing, comes up, it runs out what? Asian session highs, buy side. So it has a significant liquidity run. And then you get this displacement right here that kind of like it set the trend. It set the trend, and you still got a very clear opposing drawdown below. So then that sets up for a nice continuation opportunity. And then it reclaims that old low as resistance, sells off. You see, whenever you have this signature, it's very, very powerful. Very powerful continuation deal. Okay. So I think that about wraps up the video. And again, if you want to kind of follow along more closely, with these plays that I post, I do recommend that you join my free Discord chat. There's no catch. It doesn't cost you anything to join it. There's a link in the video description. We also got tons of other amazing traders in there that you can connect with. And yeah, so it's just a really good community. But I hope you enjoyed this video, got immense value, and I will see you later.